Buddy. He's super safe.
Yep.
Really safe, buddy.
We're all buckled up this
We're all
time.
buckled up. We're all properly buckled up on these dangerous American roads here. So we just want to put everybody's mind at ease, and we want to apologize for Buddy because he has impairments that he can't control himself. So y'all are gonna learn. Like everybody's like, oh, Buddy's not on the video. Well, Buddy's gonna be on the video, and then you can be like, oh, now I understand why Buddy's not on the video. So there you go. But we're on our way back to the great country of Texas.
Yeah.
And these goofballs, we had a great time.
Yep.
We had a fun.
Yeah.
So we stayed at a very nice, beautiful Airbnb.
Yep. Airbnb was amazing.
Incredibly inexpensive.
Incredibly inexpensive, and it was outstandingly clean.
Ultra clean. It was very well stocked. It was perfect parks and everything about it was great.
Oh yeah.
It was like 30 minutes from the event there, and we had a wonderful time.
Oh my goodness.
And we got to meet Sean, Keith, and Dutch. We've been missing them at different events, and so we finally got to catch up with Sean. We got to finally meet Jason at Taco Farms. And Arm's family was there. There was a bunch of different YouTubers there.
We met the Max.
Yep. We met the Max.
Yep.
From Max, the Max Homestead. They're in Mississippi.
Yeah.
And Martin Johnson off grid.
Yep, Martin Johnson off grid.
So I got to pick his brain about some solar. So we got some great information on solar. And there was lots of neat vendors.
Big old lake, I think it's this. I don't know.
Check this out.
Look around.
Yeah, gorgeous.
Red River Lake.
Beautiful.
Red River Lake? That was
Oh. No, not Red River.
I was going to say.
Not quite to the Red
I was
River.
saying, James, I'm like, wow, the Red River looks good. He's like, yeah, it's just the Red River, just a different spot. I'm like, yes, this is not the Red River.
We had a great time. We had some masculine.
Met some subs.
Yeah, we met some subs. Well, we're in a vehicle and we're on a
Yeah, sorry, y'all.
That's what the audio is all about. I don't know why it would echo, but
yeah,
maybe because of this window. I don't know.
yeah, mate.
I can't shrink the aspect ratio to. My arms aren't that long. I'm not like a gorilla.
Yeah.
Oh, I am a gorilla. That's a funny.
Subs there.
We met some subs. That was very encouraging.
Yeah.
That the wife's been following us since like the beginning of time.
Yeah.
And they relocated from Pennsylvania to Oklahoma.
Yeah.
So that was really neat getting to kind of hear their story and how we've been able to inspire them. So that was very encouraging.
Yep.
Encouraging. They wanted to say hi to Texas Mom. So Texas Mom, if she might not be listening to this, but I know you're watching this probably. We met a beautiful family. It's very neat. And lots of different little YouTube channels there.
There's a million of them. Most of them.
The last sounded better. Okay. Yep. No idea. Couldn't tell you. Welcome to the Devil's in the Machine, y'all. I'm just saying. Okay. Did we say hi to Uncle Squatch? No, we didn't. But But what we did do on the way back, so on the way up, we ate at Society Burger in Tulsa. It's very good.
It was good.
Kind of pricey, but I'm not used to the new normal, y'all. We don't eat out.
Yeah.
So that could be the new normal.
The burger was outstanding. Like, phenomenal. But
the patty was definitely on a diet.
And you had to pay for everything.
Yeah.
So you had to pay for the drink, you had to pay for the fries, you had to pay for everything. So
it ended up being a lot.
Yeah. They didn't even claim to give you anything free. So
nothing's free.
Yeah, I know. Normally they'll try to get you in.
And somebody recommended Goldie's in Pryor. So as we were getting ready to head out, this morning for food, we stopped at a grocery store and we got a bunch of apples and oranges.
Yep.
And that was it. So that's what we had basically for breakfast and lunch.
Yeah.
We just go back to the van. So we saved some money there. And then we did eat at Goldie's in Pryor on the way out. And it was pretty good.
Pretty dang good.
Yeah.
We had double patties for that.
We had double patties, so we're probably good to go.
Oh yeah.
Duration.
Oh yeah.
Junior's going to be getting real sleepy here soon.
Yeah.
Junior's been going flat out, y'all.
Oh yeah.
And so he's having a blast, and we're able to be guys. And,
Yeah.
Unfortunately, there's been way too much gas been going on. Way too much gas. All right. Even as a man, there's just been way too much gas going on.
Yeah.
Make Texas mom very upset, but fortunately, Texas mom doesn't have to deal. Hey, McElroy. Hey, how y'all doing? I think I saw Hallway Farms on here. Josh on here?
Yep.
So, fortunately, Texas mom hasn't had to endure the biogas.
Yeah, if you don't know Mom, Mom is like a super big introvert, so yeah. It might not come across like that on the videos, but that's Mom. She's super big introvert, so.
Yeah, that's like me. I'm a really big introvert. I don't like talking to anybody. I don't like expressing my opinion. I keep all of my thoughts and ideas and opinions to myself.
That's why we're on this live stream right now.
But we had an excellent time.
It was awesome.
The Oklahoma Homestead meetup was very professionally done.
Very.
We got drone footage. There was a lot of people there. And, for anybody that's been to YouTube events, there are a lot of very interesting people at YouTube events, all right? Which is kind of everywhere, but there's a higher concentration of interesting people.
I know. People fascinate me,
Yeah, and I'm there, so obviously very interesting people go to these things. Yeah. But there was a lot of very normal people.
Yeah.
No, it was great. I mean, it was just a bunch of, and there was people from all over. Mark Johnson off grids from Idaho. There was
everywhere. Oregon. Crazy.
Oregon. Crazy. And for all these relocators and don't come to my state because you'll turn it purple and all this stuff, reconnect. Okay.
We're back.
I think we may or may not be back. Enjoying the Oklahoma cell service here.
We're getting to
the only thing worse than the Oklahoma roads is their cell service.
Yep.
So,
but tell them about the internet at the stinking Airbnb.
But the internet at the Airbnb was 85 down and 85 up, y'all. So it was high quality, and that was in Claremont. So I hope we're not still buffering. But I wanted to say about all these people that say these people are going to move to your state and change it or whatever. I meet people that relocate to Texas almost on a daily basis. I just met a guy from California yesterday that moved here, and he moved here because he said, I think this is the last free place in America.
Yeah.
And 9.9% out of 10 people that I meet at that have relocated come here because they like the way the state is and they wanted to stay there.
Yeah.
So all this, all the blue hair Cali, snowflake, freak.
And those people that are moving here, they're moving to the city. That's where
they are. Stack them high and deep. Go for it.
They're not going to move out. They're not going to move out here.
No, it's scary. It's really scary out there. There's no infrastructure. So I don't want to be in any city. I don't care what state it's in. So they can all, stack up in your flashpoints and have fun.
Yep.
Play dominoes or whatever you play. play on your virtual gaming headset or whatever. And hey, from Minnesota. So
Don't you know?
we had a great time. It was very professionally done.
Very well. There was kind of like a mudding rink there too, so you got a little bit of mudding in,
Yeah,
and then a little bit of rock crawling.
It was a little bit of muddy. We did some off-road in the Honda Odyssey.
Oh yeah.
And but the expo is excellent. The venue is very nice. Plenty of room to park. Plenty of room for everybody. Incredibly family friendly. Lots of stuff for the kids. Just really nice. Lots of great people. Lots of really nice people. They had a lot of really neat information this year.
Yeah.
And it was really good. We had a great time. Lots of fun. And absolutely impeccably perfect weather.
Oh, 73 right now.
Yeah, 73 with like, I'm planning on castrating a Jersey bull calf tomorrow.
Okay.
So Matt, any recommendations on castrating?
I'm the only one that's done it.
Yeah, so the more guys, the better. So Buddy did the cutting, and then us boys helped him. So
They just hold the count.
we held the count still.
Buddy is like a wild man, y'all. And so like, Buddy is like, so if we were like Mafia,
Yeah.
right? And we needed a hitman to like rub somebody out, that would be Buddy. Okay? Buddy is like the Homestead hitman. And not that we condone, rubbing anyone out or anything like that, you know what I mean?
But no,
like Buddy is unfazed by whatever the task is at hand. You can say, get her, Buddy, and Buddy will shoot the skunk, skin the skunk, make a water bottle skunk pelt, potable water from skunk hide or whatever.
Well, we did it the old Texas way. We roped it, and then just pull them out straight on the ground and cut them. So no fancy gizmos and gadgets, just a rope and a knife.
A sharp knife.
Sharp knife, though.
And Beto will not win. If any of it even matters, I don't know. But Beto won't win yet. But we'll see. I don't even think it'll be close. I'm very, very disappointed that what's his name gets to run again. Who's our guy? Greg Abbott, Wheels. Very disappointed, but it shows you how the power structure works.
Yeah.
If you're not a New World Order globalist, it was funny. There was a video on Instagram, and a guy got to shake hands with Greg Abbott, and he asked him if he denounced the World Economic Forum, and good old Breezy Greg talked in a circle, and said how he was pro-Texas. But Greg's super cool with the oligarchy, which that's how you get to the top. You gotta pet the oligarchs. That's how they let you get in. Yeah. So much for the democratic process. That's like Squall Blob, Zelensky or whatever. All you gotta do is some cursey or lightweight lifting on old Squall Blob, or however you say his name, the comedian. And I don't know if you knew this. This is incredibly interesting. But Zelensky, not only was he a comedian on television, kind of think Orange Man Apprentice, okay? When they groom you for the puppet show, okay? Zelensky was a comedian, and then absolutely true story. Just do a cursory. Don't do a DuckDuckGo because you can't get anything on DuckDuckGo in garbage. And but just do a Brave browser search or something like that, and check out. So Zelensky was on a television show in which he played a government school indoctrinator, and he supposedly was private. Part of the storyline was he was privately filmed giving a rant about the Gubermans, right? And this video went viral, and he became president of the Ukraine.
No way.
Well, after being on this TV show where he was president of the Ukraine, he ran for president, and he got elected, right? To the point where literally they were saying, is this a joke? Since you're a comedian, right? Yeah. And since you literally play the president on our Black Mirror, is this true that you're running for president to get elected? And he said, of course it's true. And then what do you know? He won the election.
No way.
That was funded by George Soros in 2014, and it was part of the color revolutionary things, y'all. That's the same. Like if you're online and you get hit up to donate to the Ukraine, and you see the yellow and black thing with the it's like a black arrow and a yellow bar. That's a George Soros funded, color revolution. It was the guys that Trump hired, the Cambridge Analytica, all those CIA guys that overturn government regimes and all that stuff, where they spread democracy, so just had to mention that the irony of the fact, and the BBC did a whole mini documentary on that Zelensky thing back in 2016, and it was pretty accurate. But anyway, he is supposedly the president there, and he's not a Nazi, y'all. Don't worry about that. They're only going to become Nazis when we want to, when we want all the arms that we gave them and funded them, when we want to take those back and we can't get them back, think Al-Qaeda. Think Al-Qaeda. Think, let's see, Al-Qaeda. Who were all those other terrible terrorist groups? I forget them all now. There were so many. There was the other guys with turbans, Al-Qaeda. Then there was El-Qaeda. And then there was, I forget, but one of those many, John McCain, all those good guys over there. But, Ukrainians need guns to defend themselves from the government. But, us Americans,
take them away.
We got to have 6 Republican Texas, whatevers that voted for the Ukraine thingamabob, and it just so happened to have gun control in there. But thanks, Texas representatives, for representing your constituency while supposedly helping some country that we should just leave alone and figure out their own thing. And they wouldn't have any problems if technically we weren't over there anyway, pretty much. But so there you go. But anyway, the Okie Homesteading Expo was awesome.
That was great.
It was funny. I was talking to a couple of the bigger tubers, and I was explaining how we get shadow banned and all that stuff. And he was like, "Why?" So now you know why.
Yep.
So there we go. I did it again. Can't keep my mouth shut. Sorry, I can't devise some finely crafted newspeak in which I, 1984, create some kind of new dialogue in which I can clandestinely explain reality to people. But such is life. But yeah, we had a great time. I highly recommend the Oklahoma Homestead Expo. I'm sure they'll have it again next year.
Yeah.
Very well done. Lots of great, interesting people.
Yeah.
Just getting to meet like-minded people and getting to talk. We get to have like all these crazy conversations, and there's nobody there to censor us, or to make us feel bad, or anything like that. That's great. It's great getting to meet real people in real time and talk to them and shake their hand and pat them on the back and say, keep going for it. Yeah. You're doing a great job. And give them any tips and tricks, and like we'll help you castrate your bull, rip, whatever you need, man. But all right, y'all. But yeah, we had an excellent time. Can't recommend it enough. Yeah, it would be really neat if we could figure out how to do one of these a little bit closer.
Yeah.
I think there's a very large. I think we could pull it off.
Yeah.
Wow, you got cell service. Maybe. We might.
There's like towers everywhere, but man, they're like hillbilly redneck towers.
There is. I mean, there's towers everywhere, but the service is super hit or miss.
It's either like screaming or nothing.
Somebody was asking how our internet, we have T-Mobile home internet, and it's off 50 times greater than our Rocks and Twigs DSL that we had.
And we pay like,
yeah, we paid $50 a month flat, and a large majority of the time our download is between 50 and 85.
yep,
It can be as high as 100, and our upload
between like
is between like 10 and it can go as high as 25.
20, yeah.
But
That's pretty good for rural.
that is really great where we are.
Yeah.
It would be kind of interesting if we could upload at 85 or something, because we could do live streams in high def, and it would look very nice.
Look very nice, sound very nice. We wouldn't have to drive all the way up here to Oklahoma to make these like awesome live streams.
Great move, switching to T-Mobile. Unfortunately, everybody that I told about T-Mobile gets like 45 times the value.
And they give you the router and everything.
I've referred 3 or 4 people to T-Mobile home internet, and they get incredible, like breakneck speed. Yeah. But we had to do an external antenna.
Yep.
And it definitely
it helps.
did the trick. And Junior almost asleep right there. Is he fading? Is Junior fading fast? Or is he doing a fake out?
No, it looks real.
And I cannot remember the name of that family we met. Do you remember?
Nope, can't remember.
I remember the mom
Dang
originally from Katie.
Yep.
But we really appreciate getting to meet y'all and talk to y'all.
Yeah, if y'all are watching this on the replay.
Yeah,
awesome.
We appreciate your encouragement.
Yeah.
And 400 down. What?
Where does he live?
He lives here in Oklahoma.
What? Next to a cell tower?
Yeah.
Like, you built your home?
You're
like,
getting radiation, bro.
You live in a cell tower?
Oh, okay. Hold on a second. He said
Are you so
he's seen as much as 400, but that was only one.
Oh, okay.
It was a one-hit wonder.
Indiana.
Somebody said that they were in the middle of the Wadi Rum, Jordan.
There's like a foot up here. How do you pull that?
Can't get internet in parts of Missouri. The good old interweb. Somebody wanted to go, but they just refused. But yeah, it was great.
Really?
I would definitely recommend going once on a move. Okay. Yeah, I would definitely recommend going. It was great. The folks that organize it are just really great. It's very professionally done, very clean. There's plenty of places there. There's lots of restrooms. It's just really nice. It's very rural, like in the middle of nowhere. It's in Pryor, and it's just great. We had a good time. It's very encouraging. Lots of fun. Lots of information. There was different vendors there. There was all kind of door prizes and giveaways and stuff. And so that was that. So, all right. Well, if nobody has any questions. Nobody has any questions.
Anything?
Maybe have anything?
Nothing. But it'll be
Mike
good.
says search Swiss cows.
Swiss cow. Okay.
Oh, hi. From outside of Waco. We stay outside of Purpose. Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
Stay outside of Waco. I live near Austin. Don't get too close to Austin. That's a scary place. It is a scary place. Rip was going to use the rubber band tool.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you can use that.
Yeah, I've seen that done.
If they're really, really small. My neighbor was telling me, he said, if you're not going to, he said he doesn't castrate any of his bulls because he butchers them before they're even breeding age. So that's what I'm going to start doing is not castrate my bulls. He said that, first of all, the extra step, and everybody says that,
It's a rose. It's not a shock. It's a rose. Chris, you know this. You're trying to provoke me, buddy.
well, and he said if,
I need a steady cam.
I know you do. No, it's not. Sorry, these
I think it's my hands. What do you think I got? Like thinking, like some kind of like shake. The shake. You think I'm Shake McGillicuddy or something?
Shaky Pete.
You think I'm Shaky Pete? I had a barber that shook like this, y'all.
While he cut your hair.
While he cut your hair, usually, and he would always cut the tops of your ears off, you know. And then what he would do, and we literally called him Shaky Pete. He's telling you 5050. Yeah, so Shaky Pete, he had tremendous tremors, and he was a terrible barber. He was like the butcher of Bakersfield. He sometimes called him the Bayonne bleeder, and as he was like trimming around your ears, he would always cut the top of one of your ears off. You know, just the skin. He would never permanently deform you. And then what he would do is he would take that talcum powder, and it was probably like an asbestos-based Johnson & Johnson talcum powder.
Yeah.
And he would like dump like large tablespoons of the asbestos-based talcum powder into the open wound, right? And then let it cake up, and then he would take one of those little, you know, the little tissue things they wrap on your neck.
Yeah.
He would just like press down to put pressure on the wound, you know. Like if I was in Vietnam, they would say rub some dirt on it, but he just like pours the asbestos-based talcum powder on it and lets it start to dry. And then what you do is you don't leave it on there.
No.
That might like form a scab and like stop bleeding. No, then you gotta like twist on it, like you're in like Catholic grade school, and Sister Mary Frances is like, you know, trying to get you to behave. I would have smacked you in the forehead with a ruler. Shaky Pete, the Bayonne bleeder.
You would still go there?
Oh yeah, you have to keep going. You know, back in my day, you were just loyal for punishment. Yeah, you're loyal. It doesn't matter how terrible it was. You just keep going. You keep going. You keep paying the $4. Now it's like $24, y'all.
Yeah.
But there's no such thing as hyperinflation.
No. Of course.
Mother Teresa.
What are they saying?
Did you meet Dutch? Yes, we met Dutch. Finally got to meet Dutch.
And we took a photo with him too.
And we took a photo with Dutch. We put it on Instagram. Matt got a photo with Cog Hill. That was great.
I'm officially now taller than literally all those guys. It's quite funny.
Yeah, Matt is literally taller than everybody but like Daniel Arms.
I know, literally.
Daniel Arms is like borderline like giant.
I know. He's like Nephilim status.
Yeah, he's like 6.5.
6 something.
Yeah, you think Ragnar Star's
He's a big fella. Well, no, he's definitely Wrangler Star's like 6'8".
No, that's a whole different guy. Wrangler.
Yeah, Wrangler Star's a big dude.
Yeah. Like that.
But we had a great time hanging out with YouTube friends and subscribers and neat people and really weird special people.
Yeah.
That's always cool. You're getting to see the different
Weird
people.
is okay.
How tall are you, man?
I think I'm like 7'4".
My opinion on the economy? You don't want my opinion on the economy.
No.
It is. It's bleak. Well, you know, you say it's bleak. You make lemonade. You know what I mean? That's why you can't, as best as you can, don't react. I mean, since we started the YouTube channel, right? We said, get out. 6 years of the metropolitan, metroplex, concrete, synthesized jungle.
Yep.
Get out of this. Anybody that would invest in the stock, the stocks and the bonds. You know what? You know if you were bad, right? If you were a bad citizen, okay? Let me give you a history lesson. There you go. If you were a bad citizen, right, and you broke an ordinance, you know what they would do? They would take you to the town square,
Put you in the stock.
and they had these little wooden shackle devices, and they would bolt you down to the ground.
Yeah.
And they call it the stock.
No way.
Yeah. And then the oligarchs are like, hey, I bet you we can convince all these suckers, you know, since we did our whole Bretton Woods maneuver, right, and we eliminated the gold standard to create the petrodollar. All these words are going to ring a bell because
Ding, ding.
you want to know what's going on right now with the petro yuan. See, I'm like, you got to be globally minded here. The Saudis are getting ready. Well, they're not getting ready. The Saudis are making moves to do the petro yuan, and they are trading oil in the yuan. And this is all about the CBDCs, which is what the central bank cryptos, right? So this is all part of the cryptization. They're going to central bank us again in the crypto world because they don't like the freedom of the autonomy of the cryptos.
Yep.
So we need central bank digital currencies.
Yep.
And there was the only people that don't like digital currencies are like old people.
Yeah.
And something just happened to kill a lot of old people, and I can't remember what it was.
Man, it
But
was a long time
really
ago.
weird.
Yeah.
It's like it was almost like
Yesterday.
or whatever. It's weird. But
I don't know why.
It looks like pizza.
the petro one, was it pizza?
Pizza.
Man, something.
These kids are up to speed.
Yeah.
Junior says something smells bad. I think we're brewing some more biogas, y'all. Old Texas mom would be very upset right now, Junior. Listen, what happens in Oklahoma in the minivan stays, unfortunately stays in the minivan. And we're trapped here. We're a captive audience
Yeah.
to Junior's biogas. Unfortunately, we can't bottle it,
No, and sell it.
burn it.
Oh.
Yeah, Andrew Jackson. Hey, y'all. Hey, part 5 came out again. The Trust Game, True Stream Media.
Watch it. It is epic.
It's very interesting. It'll hold your. It's a 13-part series. They've broken it up into 13 parts. So each part's like an hour or so, maybe an hour and a half or 2 hours. That way you can sit down and watch it.
Yep.
They even pause so that you can discuss the information being disseminated there. And there's lots of really good research that's went into it. So I would definitely recommend that. I think part 5 just came out last night. We haven't had a chance to watch it yet. We'll probably watch it tonight.
Yep.
And I really recommend True Stream Media and The Trust Game. And you're going to learn all about the central so-and-sos and all the little different things that they did, and that's the same stuff that they're doing.
Yep.
And but as far as the stocks, if you don't want to be taken to the center of town and put in shackles, I would not recommend any stocks. And if you don't want to be in bondage, I wouldn't recommend any bonds either.
I would recommend dirt, fruit trees, and something that you can eat.
Matt's going to break it down. Dirt, coin, and fruit trees.
And if you can't do that, I would recommend meat, definitely. Something that people are going to want to eat.
That place comes along.
So maybe cows. We just bought another cow or two, right?
We bought one cow. Then we're actually now self-sufficient on our cows now because we just had our 2 first baby longhorns. We might even have another one as soon as we get home, though, too. So we'll see.
We have 3 baby longhorns.
2 of them are bulls, so we're going to have some more meat in the freezer. So that's super cool. And our neighbor wants to trade us more of his pedigreed longhorn heifers for the bulls.
They might be pregnant heifers.
So, and they might be already pregnant. So
Wait a second. Hold a second.
Win.
So a heifer is only a heifer.
The cow.
Yeah, the cow.
So it'd be a cow.
A heifer,
right?
Yeah, a cow has to calf to be a heifer. All right, so I'm going to try to get you all up to speed on the
There you go. There you go.
Thought it was going to be longer. I always think it's going to be longer, so it's never long enough. And so we roll fast and furious. We can't leave poor Texas mom by herself for too long.
No.
She's just.
And I kind of get homesick really quick.
I get homesick very quick.
Yep.
Junior too.
Yep.
Because I can't talk.
Everybody.
That's how I
All right. Peanut Gallery, pipe down back there. Everybody wants to hate on Longhorn meat.
Hey,
I'm just saying. Okay, tell them, Matt. Tell them what's up.
look, it tastes terrible. Do not buy any Longhorn.
I will buy it for you
Exactly.
for pennies on the
What
dollar.
you are
I will
doing-
take that garbage off
The
your hands.
people that are
Terrible.
saying it is garbage, thank you. You are doing a good job. It's not. You're like stopping it from like going like to $6 a pound. So you're awesome people out there that don't like grass-fed, Longhorn meat, organic. They don't just fall over dead all the time.
Yeah. Well, I was
Don't
just
have birthing
going to
trouble.
hate on Angus because they are the snowflakes of the cow world.
Yeah.
And if you want to need to pump your cow full of a bunch of chemicals and that was the train. Wow, that scared the Duke out of me.
Really?
I missed that one. Yeah, I'm like,
Whoa.
Like
That
a
was a train.
It was a train.
I'm not driving. If I'm not driving, I don't feel like I'm in control, y'all. So we have backup plans. Yes, we are. I have 15 variety of mulberry.
Boom.
And if you
Bazinga.
know anything about mulberry, they call it tree hay.
Tree.
Mariana, Longhorn, where it's at? What's up? Virtual high five. I feel the support. I feel the fidelity. All right. Don't hate. Ken wants to hate and slurp down his antibiotic-filled Angus from Walmart. Well, you go ahead. You go ahead,
girl.
buddy. You go, girl. Oh.
I mean, sir,
Oh, sir.
you don't know that movie reference anyway.
We don't. What movie? I don't.
The Curious George movie reference.
Oh. That's a curious. No wonder I didn't know that. I'm really glad. Unfortunately, I know too many movie references, and I apologize for that to the world, to God, to my family, and I'm working on it. I'm working on scrubbing the old brain, and getting rid of all that
Diet.
stuff. What was your backup plan? Mulberry trees. I have 5 variety of dwarf mulberry trees. And what dwarf trees do is they're very low trees and they're very prolific when it comes to leafy green. So they call it tree hay, and mulberries is where it's at. So I'm propagating these different varieties.
And they grow like
And they
crazy.
grow crazy fast. And we're gonna do like a mulberry hedge at the ranch. And we just have plenty of. Currently, I have 4 or 5 or 6 large mulberry trees that we can harvest from. But we will be able to harvest a substantial, and that's great fodder for all the animals. I am aware and have listened to Mike Adams, the health ranger. He does have some good stuff, and then he has some like hoaxy, like fringe stuff that I think kind of makes him a little bit. He just kind of disqualifies himself because some of the stuff's a little kooky. That's just not as scientifically documented as I would like for somebody that wants to remain credible. So that's just my whole. But yeah, Mike Adams has good stuff most of the time. Sometimes, not all the time.
Don't you love women drivers? They're all.
No, women should not be allowed to drive, nor should they be allowed to vote.
Especially blonde. They're bad, man.
Regardless of the hair color,
Bad.
I don't think they should be able to drive, and they definitely should be able to vote. I am more for them driving than I am for them voting. And the great thing about them voting is voting doesn't matter or do anything. So I say, yeah, go ahead, let them. It's like you get to play in the sandbox. Unfortunately, nobody keeps the cat out of the sandbox. Don't get your theology. Yeah, that's what it was. It was all that, they're trying to like make the boop into like genetic modification stuff, and it's gonna so we take sharp turns around here. Every now and then a squirrel across the very poor Oklahoma roads. You got to swerve.
Well, I was swerving because that lady was trying to.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
That's
right
why.
on topic.
See?
So we were right on point. You think that
Yeah.
turn? That didn't. That went.
No.
That went in a straight line.
Yeah, it was straight. Yeah. Awesome.
I would say that an Angus burger has a higher IQ than the current guy in the resident in chief in the current white place.
Yeah,
in the virtual with the virtual windows in the background, which
With
is
snowflakes.
with
falling.
snowflakes in the virtual windows.
I can't even believe they like have that guy.
They're mocking you. They're mocking you all. Like you think that somebody like wrote this guy's name on a paper and put him in this place. I got you. You get to continue to play. I say choose not to participate. This is great.
This is awesome.
What are we going to talk about
I
now,
know.
y'all? Let's talk about world events.
Let's go.
Talk about Haiti. Our one subscribers, they were from Haiti. We had a great conversation
That was
about
awesome.
Haiti and the haitification, the current haitification of America.
Yep.
I was listening to a great interview. It was Alex Jones, y'all. Alex Jones had this lady from Zimbabwe. She grew up in Zimbabwe,
Okay.
which, for all of y'all that don't know, Zimbabwe was Rhodesia. If you don't know how Rhodesia got its name, Rhodesia got its name from a guy named Cecil Rhodes. And Cecil Rhodes had 7 last wills and testaments, and Cecil Rhodes and Colonel House and the Anglo-American establishment and what's the book I always talk about? Carol Quigley, right? Carol Quigley and Tragedy and Hope.
Is that Michael?
Yeah, that's Michael. Hey, Michael. Dusty Rhodes. Yeah. Cecil Rhodes and the last will and testament of Cecil Rhodes. I think Cecil Rhodes' handler was Colonel House. It was all about putting the band back together. The British Empire and the Anglo